Mind is unborn. It is as boundless as the sky. Clouds and wind, light and darkness, these appear spontaneously in the sky, but don't block space. So when you concentrate and remain in the natural state, this nature self appears spontaneously. There is no need to practice meditation in a special way or focus on anything. This nature is called Buddha nature or Bön nature. There is no way to search for it or to find it. No way to focus on it. So simply leave it as it is. This natural state is not separate from our own nature of mind. Once you realize this nature, it neither shifts nor changes, neither increases nor decreases. Once this is realized by itself, that is great Dharmakaya. If you are not deluded, but remain stable and free from disturbances, then that is excellent meditation. There is no special way to focus or meditate on it. Neither is there any meditator, nor anything special on which to meditate. There is nothing special which can be found, either as meditation or as meditator. Remain stable in the natural state, without any delusion. This is called no meditation and great meditation. There is neither object nor subject. Leave it as it is. That is the great meditation of the Dzogchen view. If you don't focus or use your consciousness in any particular way, you will realize this nature. The nature knows neither ebb nor flow. It is always with you. If you believe this nature is the natural state, then there is no particular way to meditate. Just leave it as it is. The natural state has nothing to do with action. The more you fabricate, act, or use your consciousness, the more thoughts you develop. This nature has no meditation. It is completely empty nature. Trying to focus, visualize, or think merely makes a mess, and you depart from the nature. This nature is focusless. It is always in equanimity. This is the real essential view of Tathagata, or Buddha. The nature of bodhicitta is great bliss. It cannot be visualized, as everything is absolutely as it is. Simply keep in this state without delusion. This is called keeping on in the state without meditation. When you have found the nature of mind, that is the root of the mind. When you have realized this nature, maintain it without delusion. When you have found this state, seek neither to alter nor monitor it, doing nothing to it. Simply leave it as it is. This is the great perfection. Since there is nothing which can be said to exist, there is no particular way to focus your mind or anything on which to meditate. Once you have realized this nature, simply remain there. Look at a thought. There is neither colour, form, nor anything material. It is like the sky. Yet this sky or space encompasses all that exists. This nature cannot be fixed in words. Neither can it be apprehended by consciousness. Not even a Buddha can see it by means of consciousness. Without attempting to see through consciousness, the way to remain in the nature is to simply leave it as it is. Without searching, finding, or focusing on anything. Leave it as it is, and that is excellent meditation. There is nothing to add. Not even Buddha can change or add anything. Leave it as it is. This nature you have experienced doesn't depend on anything anywhere. There is no grasping, no perceiving, no binding thoughts. This natural state is just kept as it is. That is the real meaning. It is important to release grasping and be introduced into the view of the natural state. This view is free of the delusions of agitation, drowsiness, and strengthlessness. This is pure meditation. Once you have realized this nature, your actions must be pure. In other words, untainted by the 5 poisonous consciousnesses. Whatever experiences you have while being in the natural state, trust them. Do not look at the past thought. Don't expect or look for the future thought. Don't grasp or perceive the present through consciousness. If you look for the first thought, you will not recognize the real self-wise nature. If you expect the future thought, the flow of these thoughts will never stop. If you check for the present thought, you will never realize the illusion of developing visions and thoughts, which arise one after another. Abide in nature and do nothing. Leave everything as it is. Look into your consciousness. When you look towards the thought or consciousness, there is nothing special to see. And you even lose the one who is looking and where they look. This is the great nature everything liberates and disappears. There is nothing to do, nothing to change. Don't try to perceive anything. Don't doubt. Just keep on. This is the essential teaching, which is like a Garuda flying in the sky. Cut off consciousness and thinking. All you need to do is remain like the sky. The view is impartial. The meditation is not focused, yet clear. The activities are fully integrated with the nature. They flow non-stop and unchecked. You don't need to expect the result. It will be received spontaneously. the view and result will appear spontaneously from the nature. This is called the activities of Dharmakaya. Leave all the actions of consciousness and all that consciousness receives and perceives, just as is. Then, spontaneously, mental consciousness will be gradually released into nature. And this non-material nature will become ever more blissful, empty nature.